Good evening, Butler sports fans, and welcome to another first, edition of Butler Esports right here on twitch.tv/Butler Esports. This time, once again, it's time for Overwatch as the Butler Bulldogs take on Stevenson University here in the standard traditional TESPA best of 3 going forward here. Butler going to be starting off here, I believe, on defense this time, but we thank you very much for joining us here on a Sunday afternoon. My name is Cisco Scaramuza, and I'll be bringing you all the action of game number 1 here, the only game we'll be able to bring you here this evening, but nonetheless, getting forward to get things started here at Kings Row. The lineup for today, Butler's been able to add in some more players here into the team as they've gotten ready to make things happen on their end, and already starting to get rolling here is Butler, who is actually going to be on attack this time, and because we are not doing universal spec, not going to be able to fly above the map for you guys, but we'll run you through everybody who's going to be starting where here. Right now, Shelby going to be hopping on Lucio, Colin going to be on Zarya, and Cole, one of the new recruits here for the Butler Esports team, going to be on Brigida. AJ going to be on Diva. Tyler going to be on Reinhardt. And Caradwin going to be on Moira. One of the bigger changes, of course, of the team, the addition of Cole Engo coming in as one of the new team members, as well as Caradwin getting a massive upgrade to her setup. So let's see what this Butler Esports team can do as they head out towards the point. Shield going to come up here early for Tyler as they're going to try and push through the rest of this defense right now. You can see on board Tyler already going to knock down the barrier. Barrier about to come down for the Bulldogs as Tyler, just barely, and he'll finally get knocked out, but healing coming out quickly for Shelby here, but now they'll start to fall back a little bit and see that if they can one-on-one some of these heroes. Zarya out of position by the enemy team of Stevenson right now as Butler decides to fall back a little bit, as now looks like they're going to try and rebuild the push once again after they lost their Reinhardt. They don't really have a tank to go behind. Diva just doesn't have the damage block to be able to do it. Tyler is back as the Reinhardt shield now going to go up, and looks like they head through the building or are planning to, but instead, they're going to kind of go around a little bit. Diva going to get knocked down a mech this time. Zarya gets knocked down on the ground. That's 2 kills right there for Stevenson and the knockout of mech. And that's going to clean out the Bulldogs here early. Not going to be able to do anything as Shelby retreats, the last one left alive on the Butler team. And she's going to run for spawn and just make it back and get those heals. As now Butler going to try and regroup for a second push here. About 2:40 left on the game clock. As Shelby climbing up, probably trying to scope out and talk to the team, figure out what they want to make happen here for the next push. As Butler gets ready to make that push, now they'll head out of spawn, try and make something happen. Shelby, of course, continuing her role as team captain here. Spent some of the time during the off-season, during the break, practicing with the team, working on comps. Got a chance to talk to her, as now the ult's going to drop several of them. Tyler going to get first blood on Stevenson, and I saw the Junkrat out go the other way. Did not go in the favor of Stevenson. 2 kills right now for the Bulldogs, as the hammer going to come down on the opposite side. Reinhardt down to about half, as that's now a 3rd kill for Butler. They're going to force Stevenson off the point. Junkrat going to get a kill, but now going to get wiped out, as with 1 healer remaining and only losing 1 player, Butler's going to be able to capture this first point here on Kings Row with about 130-ish to go here. So they're going to get about 137 here, as now the clock will jump up to about 4:08, as Butler has another 4 minutes on the clock to get to the next capture point. Payload heading out of the garage here. As you can see, the Junkrat flak coming in as we're on board with Colin right now, as they'll look to see how they can defend their way through the arch here. A very good choke point. If this Stevenson team can hold Butler to it, let's see what happens. As Butler running with 3 shields right now, basically 2 shields and basically a pseudo shield in Diva's defense matrix, as right now not really able to get through the arch. Both teams doing an excellent job of blocking the flak, but just Butler not feeling confident enough to get through the point quite yet. You can see most everybody up except for Tyler right now in the health. Tyler regaining that shield a little bit, and now the Junkrat ult gonna come in. That could be disastrous for Butler. No, it's only gonna knock out Shelby, but still, there goes the gold speed as now Brigida gonna get knocked down. That's 2 of your flexes down. Now Tyler gonna get wiped out. The tank's down. And the Zarya ult comes in, but unfortunately, don't know if that's going to be enough as the D.Va ult comes in, but with Transcendence on the field, Butler not be able to get any kills with that D.Va ult. As you can see, we'll take a quick look. No changes right now for the Butler team. As now you can see the sniper up top. That's Stevenson's sniper trying to make things happen. As you can see, D.Va trying to defend against that and stop the sniper coming through. They've wasted about 1.5 minutes, Stevenson has right now, and keeping Butler kind of tucked behind this point. But now the ult's going to come in, and it's the opposite. Zarya ult going to come in, wipe out 3 players for Butler. 3 plus the D.Va mech plus D.Va now going to go down 5. Only 1 remaining there for the Bulldogs, and it's Shelby trying to get out of dodge and get out of dodge fast as she's right now continuing to have to deal with the Zarya, which may be out of position. Butler may be able to capitalize on that if they caught Zarya out of place, but no, she was able to get back. You see her over by that payload, not able to make anything happen. 1:55 left on the clock for Butler's attack here at Kings Row. It's the shield for Tyler, the linchpin as it seems for this this attack, down to 800 or so. They're going to need a little bit more. It just doesn't seem like they're able to do the same damage as Tyler going to go down. I think got a little too aggressive there as looks like Shelby switched over to Mercy to try and give some extra heals to her team. And rather, that's Caradwin over on Mercy, as so she's come off the who I believe was Moira here, and now just getting mixed up a little bit. Yeah, now as Butler gonna have to come back into spawn and regroup a little bit here. So we take a look over. Yeah, so this is normally a Caradwin Moira map, and Shelby would be on Lucio, but the change up a little bit here. Shelby staying on Lucio, but Caradwin going over to Mercy to add in a little bit more heals to that team. A little bit less damage, so potential's there as Butler has about a minute to get to this next capture point. Overtime, of course, if the Bulldogs can keep a hand on the payload here. As Rally to Me gonna come out from Brigida, as several ults gonna drop. All the ults gonna drop here. Junkrat going to be very, very effective there and wipe out the Bulldogs. That looks like, no, it's a 5 kill. Tyler over, meanwhile, on Winston, and that'll be the team kill that Stevenson needed. There's now about 30 seconds left in the Butler attack here on Kings Row. It's a decent push, but they'd like very much to at least get through that archway and try and push that payload just a little bit further if they're not going to make it all the way. Butler now going to gather themselves together. 15 seconds for one final push. They have to get to the point here soon. And you can see the damage already starting to take an effect as Cole gonna go down on Genji, not quite able to do anything as the hammer comes down. They've got players on the point if they could just keep them alive, but Zarya gonna go down as well. Overtime is up for the Bulldogs. They just don't have a very good numbers game right now. As nope, the res gonna come in. As you can see, D.Va not able to get the mech ult out, and Reinhardt got to about half. It was a decent push for Butler, but I don't know if that's gonna be enough. As Genji ult gonna come out on play, but with Transcendence on the side of Stevenson, not going to be able to do a whole lot. You can see Caradwin not able to do anything on the payload. There's the fire in the hole. Winston able to get in for a last-second touch, but not going to happen this time for Butler. Round 1 complete. They're able to get the first capture point, but weren't able to push it to the first checkpoint. So Butler going to walk away with 1 point here on the first map. Switching sides going to take place now. Stevenson going to be on the side of attack, and Butler going to be defending this time. So let's see what the Bulldogs can do in reverse, see if they can make something happen and maybe turn this game around just a little bit and make something happen for their team. Got about 20 seconds left in the hero selection. We'll see what these guys roll out with. I do have the playbook here, so once heroes head out onto the field, we'll be able to walk you through who's going to be on what. It's about 10 seconds left for either team before the assembly mode is complete, and we'll roll out and see what the Butler lineup is going to look like here on Kings Row. You can see everybody rolling out from spawn right now, and we'll run you through the list. Tyler going to be on Orisa, AJ going to be on D.Va, Cole going to be on Bastion, Symmetric going to be played by Colin, Zen right now by Caradwin, and then Mercy going to be played by Shelby. And you can see that glowing rectangular box on the ground. That is where Stevenson has to get the payload to if they want to take away this first map and claim victory in the first map of this first round. See Butler trying to figure out. They're going with a Bastion, which is something we did try here in preseason with myself on Bastion, so that's what they're going to roll with here. The Orisa shield going to go up to cover Bastion as the Butler team going to kind of stay in this little pocket here. As they might scout out one or two, but they're going to stay well hidden here and try and come out with a strong defense a little bit later into the point. Give Stevenson that first point. As you can see, the heals coming in here early. Butler staying in the pocket, doing everything they can to hold on to this point and kind of use it as now finally the Bulldogs going to jump down. The Bastion attack can be devastating if used correctly and if not taken advantage of. There's one tick right there for Stevenson. 3 players already down for Butler. Bastion already down, and it looks like Stevenson expecting the pocket play by Butler here, not able to make anything happen as now Diva's going to go down. It's a very short capture for Stevenson. Butler's going to have to get back on the point and back on the point quickly because that kind of backfired on them. Not able to stay where they're going to make it happen. Is the Reinhardt ult going to come down? Butler has to get some of these players onto the point right now as we're shuffling through. Looks like Moira Caradwin right now is on the point, kind of delaying it just a little bit, but 1 versus 6 isn't going to be able to do a whole lot as now it's just a matter of can Butler get anybody to the point to touch and delay? And it doesn't look like it's cycling through the Bulldogs as, yeah, Stevenson going to be able to grab that point. And first map going to go to defeat to Butler. Not how they wanted to start out the TESPA 2019 season. We'll take a look at the play of the game here. It looks like it's going to be Stevenson's Moira Mumancat as we'll take a look at it now. This was on the first part of the map here, and it's the ultimate comes in, combined with the Junkrat ult, combined with the Zarya ult, and just able to wipe out Butler. That was a lot of synchronous ulting there by Stevenson as they're able to grab 3 of the cards. Butler going to grab 1 and, of course, vote it up. But at the end of the first map, Butler falls 1-0 here in this match. We'll have to see if Butler can claw their way back here. We got 2 maps left to go in Nepal and Gibraltar. So they're going to head back to the lobby here and get things set up for the next round here of TESPA week number 1, the Nationals and Regionals. And so we head back to the custom game lobby. So we do want to thank you all for joining us here on a Sunday night. Butler obviously trying to capitalize on a little bit of the success that they found here in Overwatch earlier on, is we're going to be waiting for a couple quick subs, it looks like, or maybe somebody fell out of the game. Yep, no, they're going to be coming back in now. Butler also missing 1, looking down the list, trying to figure out who is missing. It looks like Cole's in there, AJ's in there. Tyler, Shelby, Caradwin. So Colin looks like maybe having a little bit of an issue here. Not quite able to make it in as we're sitting here waiting for the next map to come up. We do want to thank you for joining us here on a Sunday night. My name is Cisco Scaramuza, as I'll be with you here for all maps here for this first match here with Butler taking on Stevenson University. And Butler going to give themselves, looks like we're going to be waiting on 1 more, so just a little bit longer. We'll just flash that up really quickly to show you. Yep, we're just kind of waiting on everything behind the scenes here on the side of Butler. Now it looks like Colin's going to be able to get in, and he's back. So with that, we're going to be able to wait this out. And we're heading over to Nepal next, which should be interesting. That is a kind of King of the Hill style map. For those of you unfamiliar, of course, we know it as a control point. But King of the Hill looks like a couple last-second edits going in, possibly on the side of Butler. One thing I do want to note is it looks like Butler kind of flexing away. They did a lot of GOATS practice over the break to try and get better at that. And it looks like while they are going to be using that on some of the maps, and Nepal is actually one that they were able to practice during the off-season. And it looks like the readies coming in from both sides. So with that, we're going to head over to Nepal, but interesting to kind of see what Butler has in store. A little bit different from the usual GOATS play, though I do see Lucio in all 3 comps. They're going to be switching it up a little bit. Obviously, dabbling in Colin Symmetra play, which has benefited the Bulldogs so much during preseason. I think they're going to try and lean on that a little bit more as we head into map number 2. a cold afternoon here in Nepal with about 10 seconds left. And no attack or defense on this one. Going to go down purely to percentages. And with that, we wait 2 seconds. 1 second to go. And now we sit behind, and we'll run you through the order here and the loadout for the Bulldogs here on what looks to be, I believe this is Village on Nepal. Yes, it is. So we'll run you through. Ryan is going to be played, of course, by Tyler. Zarya going to be played by AJ Symmetra. Colin going to be rolling with that here early. May going to be played by Cole. Lucio going to be played by Shelby. And finally, Moira by Caradwin. Some May play going on here today here on the Butler Esports Twitch channel. Always love to see a little bit of that. And May is going to be an excellent hero here. She's going to be able to block one of the 2 entries into the capture point here, as Butler going to quickly throw up the teleporter here. Both sides going to come in on the left side to Butler's, as you can see the teleport or the turrets from Symmetra trying to make things happen there. They do finally get the kill on the Brigida, but they're down 1 each as Butler trying to force Stevenson off the point. You can see they're playing back a little bit. Colin going to go down, though, for the Bulldogs, as they're about 75% away at capturing the point. Stevenson going to cycle around, and I don't think Butler was expecting that. Didn't have an eye on the flank. And just like that, Stevenson going to flip the point in their favor. And just like that, Butler only got about 6% on that capture, as they're going to have to regroup back in spawn once again. You can see Butler kind of back together now. It's Tyler going to take the lead once again with that shield. Shelby calling out what she's going to want to see here. So the Goats play going to be in effect. A little bit of heals there from a little bit of the LOSing going on the side of Stevenson. As now Tyler, oh, the Maze going to block it there. That's a huge problem for Butler. They're relying on that Goats play to try and make something happen. It separated Tyler out. And just like that, Butler going to get thrown into a little bit of a frenzy there. Try to make something happen. 4 players go down, plus the 5, plus the 6. Team kill for Stevenson already. And that all came down to that May wall. That was not at all. I don't think Butler was expecting it. And it just, once it broke Tyler out of the group, there's really nothing you can do. And they'll have to keep that in mind. As Colin showing his frustration a little bit on the fence gates here. Just above the map, as he'll come through the flags. And I'm curious to see what Butler's if they're gonna make a little bit of an adjustment to how they're gonna have to do this. Everybody has to stick very close to Reinhardt to kind of, the turrets went down, but not quite, I think. Oh, nope, they did go through, as the turret's gonna be basically acting like another player, basically auto-damaging. 1 each for Butler, as now 2 down on the side of the Bulldogs, though they were able to get the Reinhardt, get the tank. And the shield going to come down on the side of Stevenson, and they're just not able to get enough damage, it looks like, as 2 more Bulldogs are going to go down. Tyler's left, and the Mayall did come out, but there just wasn't anybody left on the side of the Bulldogs to be able to get any kills here. 85% for Stevenson, running out of time. They'll get maybe 1 more push if they can get everybody back together. As now we'll go back to third person, 92%. It's got to be quick here. 94, 95, 96. Last seconds here is they're going to nudge Brigida out of the point. It's got to be close. Nope, they're not going to be able to get anyone on the point, as Butler going to fall in this round of what is the second map here. It'll go 1-0 to Stevenson. So Butler kind of on the ropes already. They're going to have to make something happen here in Sanctum. Oh, wow. Actually, I think I got it right for once. And with that, we'll run you through. You can see the loadout here on your screen. We'll load you out with that and tell you who's playing on who. Tyler going to be on Orisa this time. Roadhog going to come out for AJ, Diva and Colin going together. Shelly going to be playing Mercy. Lucio is Caradwin, and Junkrat going to be Cole's hero of choice as we head out onto the map. As a little bit of a change, we got the Roadhog with the ability to hook people down. We got Junkrat for the first time on the side of Butler. Also got Orisa swapping in for Reinhardt, who's all we've seen so far. As Cole gonna get wiped out early, not what he wanted to see. Orisa gonna get knocked out and pulled into the pit of death as 2 players down for Butler already. Not looking good, as CP firmly in control for Stevenson University. As Butler gonna drop back and pick up their last 2 heroes once again and try something a little bit different here. Kind of rebuild the push and see what they can make happen. Point captured for Stevenson here. Very commanding lead, as Butler going to try and catch somebody out here early. As you can see, the shields on both sides looked like a Winston shield. as well, taking on the Orisa shield for Butler. Oh, it's Orisa and D.Va, actually. As you can see, shield going down, everybody focusing on the shield from Stevenson, 18% right now. Butler just not able to grab one of these picks. They need to get one of these picks, just catch somebody out, maybe use that Orisa grab or something like that to pull somebody off the point just a little bit. Just like that is all you really need to catch somebody out, get that first pick, and then just use the numbers game. But you can see Butler desperately trying to make these sight lines work, and now it looks like Colin going to kind of lead everybody over to the pit. Let's see if they can make something happen. Stevenson was expecting it, though, as the Hanzo ult going to come in. They try and get the nudge on Hanzo to knock him off the map. It was a very brave push there by Butler. Decent. Tyler's able to get the kill on Hanzo, but Lucio with the boop to knock out Tyler, or rather Cole, and then Tyler gets wiped out by enemy Orisa, as well as it's just the DPS not coming together for Butler. Colin going to be able to get his mech back, though. It's not quite over yet, as AJ going to now go down. Roadhog not able to survive, though. Roadhog going to get rezzed here from Shelby, and Shelby goes down, though. Not able to make that happen. Is still a couple Butler players left. They got a bit of a piece of the point there, but only 25%. Butler's got to make this map count. They got to find something here. They want to make it happen. 80% now. The Bulldogs running out of time here in this match to try and make at least a little bit of a dent in that Stevenson lead. The ult's going to come in. This is going to have to be a major Junkrat ult if they can make anything happen. Nope, it's going to get shot down. Lucio and D.Va desperately trying to rush to the point. They do grab on to capture, but D.Va and Lucio are going to get wiped out, but it brought in overtime. There is enough time on the board. Shelby going to get wiped out. Tried to go for the cheeky res. And as for Butler players, not looking good. And they're not going to be able to grab that capture point, as this map will fall in favor of Stevenson. And they'll round them out 2-0. And just like that, Butler going to fall in their first match of the day. And unfortunately, it's not the way they wanted to see it, as we'll take one last look at the play of the game here to see what happens. And that's just a Reinhardt play done excellently by the entire Stevenson University side. They've just had a really good job of making things happen, making everything very, they just worked as a unit very well. As you can see, a +8 towards Caradwen's Lucio play, 6,000, 7,000 healing. But with that, Butler not quite the way they wanted to start out the 2019 TESPA season, falling in the first two maps of Kings Row and Nepal here to Stevenson University. So with that, unfortunately, that's going to be a rough first round for Butler, but they're going to move on here. They got one more match here tonight. They're going to be playing, it looks like, going to be playing not Purdue, because they were actually going to play Purdue here for the third game, but Purdue bowed out of that one. They're going to be playing UNC Chapel Hill, so the Tar Heels going to be in effect for the Butler Bulldogs, but we're not going to be able to watch that one. You might be able to catch that on AJ's stream here. I'm sure the Butler Twitch channel will tweet out what's going on with that, and we're looking forward to see what happens. But that'll do it here for everything here for Butler Esports. So my name is Francisco Scaramouza. A quick stream here Sunday afternoon to show you what the Overwatch team's been up to. We'll see you around the turn next time right here on twitch.tv/Butler Esports.